Hi everyone, Schoolhouse Intuitive. Thanks for being here. I'm here for the Libra Collective, Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, any placement of Libra. This is just a general reading, so anything that needs to come up will. Only take what resonates. Read the disclaimer. All right, Libra, we'll use tarot oracle cards and I will share channeled messages. Libra, what do we most need to know right now? What does Libra most need to know? We have indigo with discovery, intuition, and perception. We have a dragonfly there. Some of you have always been what we call an old soul. Yeah, this is really tuning in and just knowing that something's going to be okay. You just intuitively know. You just know. Indigo, indigo, indigo. We have amethyst here with enlightenment, rebirth, and resurrection. Look at that. More purple. Some of you may really love purple. I am getting a name like Diane and Winona. What else do we have? And what else? Libra. We have orange. Enthusiasm, fun, and vitality. There's a monarch butterfly there. And it looks like this is Virgo energy on this card. The card before that was Pisces energy. And this one, I don't know if it has a zodiac sign. It does not, that I can see anyway. I'm not seeing it. All the decks I use are down below. I'm hearing too clairaudiently something about being kind of called into question, or maybe your intuition is even being called into question, or just the way, or maybe you yourself are calling someone into question. You know, interesting way it's being phrased, being called into question. And maybe you're questioning if something was adequate. All right, we have sky, faith, limitlessness, and flight. Beautiful card. I like this color combination. The purple, orange, and blue like that. Very nice. And bottom of the deck, you have sunflower with happiness, joy, and play, Libra. So chakra-wise, this would be third eye, crown, as well as your sacral chakra, throat chakra, and your solar plexus. So I always think, well, what's missing? And that would be your root chakra as well as your heart chakra. So let's see. There could be something here about connections, and if you're going to keep a connection going, maybe, which could be work, it could be a friendship, it could be a family situation dynamic, it could be romantic, it could be so many things, right? Let's see, what do we have here? And I'm getting something about the truth really kind of setting you free, if you will. The truth will set you free. What do we have here? So we had the sun card, by the way, on the sunflower. Okay, we have the Five of Wands. I'm not surprised to see this. I do feel there could be some sort of debate or discussion, could be conflict. You could also be feeling as though, yeah, like something you're finding out maybe wasn't what you were led to believe, right? So there's something here about that. And almost like someone trying to change their story or something, or make it fit after the fact. Interesting. What else do we have? Could be competition in some way. So we have monarchs out here again. So monarch butterflies coming in. We have the Two of Cups coming in under enlightenment, rebirth, and resurrection. The lovely Two of Cups. And you can see they're joining together. Some sort of unity here. Maybe you're I think for some, it's like kind of like working through feelings about something, working through some sort of feelings. Could have been a loss before, or some sort of argument. But, and I'm getting a lot of mother energy too. So it doesn't mean you're arguing with your mother, or that you're the mother and you're arguing with your kids. It doesn't mean that. I mean, I guess it could, but there's something. Let me see. There's something here with the way something moves through. It could be even there's maybe some sort of conflict involving children, or a childish energy. We have the Star card. All right, so this is healing, though. This is good. This is vitality, which is playing off that orange card there. Vitality. I feel like you're able to transform pain into something healed, something that's, and this could be something minor, even, like just there seems to be some sort of resolution for a difficulty that couldn't have been avoided. This couldn't have been avoided. And it's almost like it's good it came to the surface. It's kind of like you'll be glad how something turned around the way it did. It does lead to happier times. What else do we have? Just overall better connection. Oh my gosh, look at that. And there's the sun. So right next to the star, you have the sun. I mean, people could even be looking to you as far as how to help them heal something, or help. There's something here about just getting things in order, and feeling freer. And I mean, you have the star and the sun. It's like the spotlight could be on you. You could be feeling as though you're ready to make something happen, ready to move. I saw 77 on the timer as I said that. And 77 is, I think it's a sign to follow your intuition, but let's see, there's more to that. In this deck, 77 is a sign of inner wisdom. So yeah, a lot going on with your intuition now. So this is connecting in with your spirituality and your intuition. I think you might be going to a whole new level here in some area of your life. It could involve your intuition, but it's also like, I don't know if you've always been good with kids, or if there's something here being improved and somehow it is involving children or affects children. Could even be your inner child. And I guess we could probably pull cards on that in a bit. So yeah, there's, let me get that deck out. It's right here. Had it handy. Perfect. So yeah, that's really good. This is very good for, even if you want to get like notoriety and fame, this looks good, but it looks like there's been a struggle. So you could be finding yourself even signing a contract for a new partnership after difficulty finding that. And in doing so, this really, again, it's like you realize why something had to be the way it turned out. And now you wouldn't change a thing, it seems like. All right, what else? It's making me a little teary, actually. Whatever this is, it feels like, I feel like a lot of you have just been flat out exhausted. And so to see this, to see something like restored and able to have fun, and you're able to take flight, and, and just feel that limitlessness, and just feel like you're going to be feeling so much lighter after this, or having gone through this. So timeline will vary, right? This is a timeless reading. I am recording it for the week of, I don't know, April 12th or so. So somewhere around there. We will have an Aries new moon, and that's going to be your next reading. And so I find it's interesting. We're getting just some, it almost feels like I said, like enlightening after some sort of conflict. And the reason I'm saying that is, again, it's like the way something came to be just was not what you planned, but then it works out okay. And the thing is with Aries, like, there are opposite on the zodiac wheel, And I feel like those energies, depending on our perspective, right, our take on things, we can either work with the energy or against it. And right now, a lot of planets have moved or will be moving from Pisces to Aries, and there's just a lot of Aries energy. So it works. It will help us as far as Aries qualities, taking that leadership role, taking initiation, and how not dancing around issues. Okay, I feel like anything you've been sort of dancing around or not facing, that Aries energy is going to push us. That fiery energy, especially you're the fire horse now, right? Will push us into this much stronger era. It's like you're entering a new era where you're more in control of certain things, or you're more of a key player in certain areas. You could be stepping into a leadership role. You could be publishing something. You could be signing a contract. You could be making a major purchase coming up in the next 2 years. I know it might not seem like it with the economy and things, but there's a big it's like you've gone through some sort of initiation in a way, and now you'll figure out, you'll know why. So what else do we have? The Hermit. So Virgo energy coming through. Yeah, there, and the star and the lantern. And so this has to do with you finding your inner joy here and your inner compass in a way with this, because I'm pairing it with this sunflower card, which also has the sun. And then you're right beside the sun and the star. And so there it is. It feels, like I said, it's like something comes into light. Now, I don't always say that with new moons, or leading up to it, because, right now, it's dark out, literally. So you wouldn't think that you'd be getting all this illumination, but it comes by surprise. Just again, that intuition is heightened, and I feel it has been most of this year so far for a lot of you. Really listening to that. Some of you may be needing to advocate too for someone, or you're advocating even for something that feels more like home. We have the Lovers. Oh my gosh, that would feel like home, right? To have a close relationship like that. Now, this doesn't have to just be, they're like all up in each other's business, right? They're like really wrapped up together in there. And it's about choice, though. So now you have the Two of Cups and the Lovers, and they are pretty similar. They're kind of similar. You have the two coming together in unity. They're choosing each other. The Lovers, that is more. It almost feels more like, because if the Lovers were, say it was in reverse, it would be conflict and regret and like disharmony and things being out of alignment. But it's in the upright, so it feels sort of like it's after, again, that Five of Wands period of conflict, stress, worry, just difficulty, like going up against, you think a door is opening and then it closes, and then, but then it looks like there's at least one area, and again, it doesn't have to be romance, but at least one area that really opens up everything because of this one area significantly improving. So it could be like money improves for you. It could be a loving relationship, or a family situation, or a home situation, or health. There are so many things that it's like once that door opens, though, you then feel that freedom and that limitlessness, and you feel more enthusiastic about life again in general. Not that you're not already, but just I feel like you could be getting a real boost here. What else do we have? Comes through some sort of an enlightenment. I'm hearing, I'll show you the way. So either you're going to feel that way from source, or, or those around you, or you're actually helping others see something more clearly. It feels like you're kind of in some regard with this Libra, it feels like a lot of you are like the first to know. So maybe you're that person in your group or family, or just a person in general that feels things well before others. Like you just sense it about people or situations, or it could be anything. And it's like and that could be tying into that, like you're an old soul. Like, how do you have such wisdom the way you do? That's a great question. Why question it in a way? Because we question everything, right? Yeah, and then we have the 10 of Swords. So this is the ending of some sort of painful cycle, but always focusing, there it is in the background, that new beginning. Because it feels like for some things, something, it's almost like it couldn't have gotten any worse. Um, and then you have the rebirth, because that's what you have on that amethyst card: enlightenment, rebirth, resurrection. And then it's followed by enthusiasm, fun, vitality, faith, flight, limitlessness, happiness, joy, play. I mean, these cards are amazing. I mean, look, this is beautiful. So there, you're entering, it seems like a new, just a much more joyful era, much more positive. There seems to be a lot of happiness coming your way. Now, happiness is a choice, right? So good things may come your way that make you happy, that help you to get to those that feeling of happiness here. We have the Emperor. So there's Aries themselves, okay, the Emperor. And you'll see in this particular card, they have a rabbit, and same thing with the Hermit card. It seems that you're able to move ahead, and it's with more, there's this spotlight, like there's illumination here on something. And it could just be on you in general, like, you're just shining, you're going to be beaming, or you could feel as though you're able to shine your light through something very dark and heavy. And again, that's how you're like leading the way. I love seeing the Star card and the Emperor working together, because you have the air and fire, and you have that initiative, and you have someone who is ready to get right in there right away. That's the Emperor, after this Star card. And it's after you've maybe even had some sort of major aha moment, in some regard. And you had that in a reading about a month ago or so. So it feels like there is this moment of clarity is striking. It's like a striking moment of clarity. And then it leads to this really strong start with something. You get to like just come out of the gate. It's you just know this time. You just feel it. But I think some of you sense it before it happens, and that came through in a reading a few weeks ago too. We have the 7 of Pentacles. So there's, there are all these butterflies around, transformation. This is underneath the sun. Well, what does the sun do? It's going to help us grow whatever it is we want to grow. We have that optimism, that success. It's a joyous outcome. It's almost like your success is guaranteed with something. The happiness is guaranteed with something. Because it's almost, maybe you've been trying to bring this one thing in for a long time, and once you get it, that was the missing key. That was what needed to happen. And it seems like you're going to be able to also take advantage of something that comes in like immediately. There's something that's like immediate, and then there's something that will need to grow over time, but you should notice this change right away. Some of you, you'll feel it. Just right away. You'll feel it right away. You'll feel it even before it happens. That's what's been coming in lately. You have the Fool card. There's that optimism, right? There's the this is somebody too who's ready to get right in there, just like that Emperor, right? They're ready to learn too, and they're ready to have that new cycle. That they've cleared their own path here, and they know that it's not necessarily going to be easy, but again, they're up for the journey, right? They're ready for it, and they have that faith in their own wisdom and in the universe, Star, their own wisdom, Hermit. And just again, connection to just this really powerful energy within and outside of oneself. There's another bunny here, and the way you're going about something could surprise some people. It may not be in the traditional way, or maybe you're someone who has left their traditional job or role in some way in order to do something that feels, maybe to others could feel a little foolish, right? Could feel too risky. But you having that optimism and having and trusting yourself and in the universe, possibly for some of you who believe in God or source or angels, whatever you believe in, it feels like it's like you have the backing and the support of the universe. So some of you have this like higher faith that's kind of without question, and that's been helping you through some situations. Um, yeah, they're only bringing with them, what they need, right? They're ready to start anew, taking that leap of faith. And we have the Eight of Swords, I'm sorry, the Eight of Wands, and we're getting that energy moving. Something's in motion here. And I feel like you discover something and then it takes off. It's again, it's like that missing link, the key, the missing key, if you will. It's tied to your fortune for a lot of you, and whatever you define fortunate to be. And then you have the Seven of Cups, and sometimes we have too many choices, right? And that can be hard. It can be difficult to choose and know which direction to go when things are feeling limitless. It's sort of like, oh, what a problem to have, right? Too many options. Some people would love to have just one option, and you have more than one here in front of me in these cards. So very interesting. Okay. Libra, please make sure to like the video and comment, subscribe, whatever, to support. I'd appreciate it. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. And as I said, some of you have more than one opportunity, right? And so here's one right here. Very next card, randomly pulled. It happens to be an ace. Like that, pay attention to synchronicities like this. I want to point it out on this particular Eight of Cups. Look at the hand. What do they have? They have a flower coming out from behind this cup, and it's just like this. It's coming out of nowhere. So you get this opportunity out of nowhere, and I think it's because of all that growth you've done and all that healing and all that, stuff you've had to go through. This really helps you move forward into a new, much more abundant chapter, much more fortuitous time, despite all the heaviness and darkness that could be going around you, whether locally or globally. It feels like you're still able to enjoy your life in some ways, and still tap into joy and making sure you're still making time to play and have faith, of course. And oh my gosh, look at that. It leads you to that rainbow of the Ten of Cups. Look at that. And this, again, is another card that involves children. So there's something here with kids, or again, like I said, it could be inner child stuff. It could be, other things that are represented or representative of children. It could also be that you're in a learning stage. It could just be you need to, maybe be a little freer, have a little more fun, dance, Libra. It could be that you have sort of, a beginner's mind with something, again, being ready and open to learn. It could be as though, you just feel like you get to have that renewal again, or maybe for the first time you get to have renewal, as I'm getting it off that rebirth, resurrection, enlightenment. And then others of you, it really is. It's like, it's kids, it's grandkids, kids, niece, nephews, neighbors' kids, it's children. There's children either at your work or otherwise. Bottom of the deck, you have Justice, Libra. Yes. You have a lot of major arcana cards. You've been getting lots of major arcanas. And so here is Justice. So I want to just let you know, you have major arcana wise, you have the Lovers, the Star, the Emperor, the Sun, the Hermit, Fool card, Justice, Libra. That's a ton. Plus you have an Ace, you have the 10 of Cups. By the way, you have 10-10. So that, as we already know, it's all, some of you must have 10-10 as a birthday. Claim it if it's you, because we get 10-10 like all the time. So Yeah. So Libra 1010, that's a sign of that new path. And you have a card of that. You have many new cards of that. But particularly, I'm being drawn to this Ace of Pentacles and the tens and the tens. That's actually a couple of pentacles right there, the way I'm looking at it. So there you go. All right. And that's so there's a new way, there's a new path. I think others are going to be seeing your way, and others may be trusting your intuition more as well with this justice card. That's just what I'm getting with the 10 and justice. And so, yeah, having to do with even having integrity and leading more of a authentic life in some way. If you haven't been able to do that, really, again, it's another one. Justice tunes into their own intuition and their own wisdom, right? You could have something where legal stuff's involved. It may involve children or family or real estate, family matters in general. I'm picking up on that. But this looks pretty good. We have the Knight of Cups. There you are, following your heart. This does look good for romance, those of you who are wondering. And it feels like a renewal of a relationship even. Oh, wow, look, you have strength. And they usually have that infinity symbol over their heads. There's yet another major arcana card. And there's that you have that strength within, and to go with how you feel, to really trust your knowing, trust your intuition, trust your creativity, trust the insights you're getting at this time. And again, and above all, like trusting in life in general. And that can be hard. It can be really hard to just trust life. All right. And then, oh, okay, another major arcana. I mean, wow. And there's the moon. Again, that new moon is in just a couple of days in Aries. And yeah, you have several cards too that feature a path or show sort of a sun in the background, like the 10 of Swords, and then the Ace of Pentacles has a path. You've got, I kind of look at the 10 of well, you have new path awaits with 1010. I look at this card, seems like there's a path to happiness on that. And then you have the what else was there? Well, that's what did I say? Anyway, so there are several cards though that, or at least a couple that focus on a path in the back. Like there's another path maybe that you're not seeing, or that you haven't been seeing, but now I feel like you do see this. You see it and you pounce. You know, you're able to take advantage of it, and it's like you're overcoming your fears, your anxieties. I mean, look at, that's the happiest moon card I've seen, you know, and it's just beaming. And again, that could be you're going to be like positively beaming over this, glowing. And as far as too as what you're able to accomplish, what you yourself are able to accomplish, especially too if you're just kind of blocking out nonsense going on around you. I feel like you've really put an end to the nonsense, you know, whatever kind of drama even that's been going on around you. So also, because you have a lot of bunnies here and you have the moon, that connects me to lunar energy in general. You could find 28, number 28, or 20. It's actually, we're in the 28th minute of the video. I didn't realize that. But just, yeah, number 28, which 2 and 8 is 10, right? So 28 would be like high priestess strength. So like really, again, your intuition's strong. You're trusting it. All right. And not letting anyone force you into anything either. It feels like if that had been happening, you're not allowing that to happen anymore. And with the moon and the bunnies, yeah, 28 days. So something could take 28 days even to come to fruition, or just, yeah, 28. You could be 28. Oh my gosh, Libra. I opened right up to this page. I'm not kidding you. I just opened right up to it. This is Animal Speak by Ted Andrews. Animal Speak, The Spiritual and Magical Powers of Creatures Great and Small by Dragonhawk. No, this one's by Llewellyn. Okay, Llewellyn, I guess. All right. So just quickly looking this over, bunnies, fertility, new life. Okay, so this is known, they're known for their ability, obviously, to procreate. And they're also known for their fleetness and their ability to make great leaps and hops. And individuals with this totem find that their endeavors do that as well. So this is all significant. All right. Um, the bunny is active day and night, but they're mostly visible at dusk and dawn. So some of you may be feeling as though you're connecting with the fairy realm, or just you're feeling like between worlds, Libra. That could be something, maybe you've been feeling that for a while, to the point where you're even feeling it physically. So obviously get things checked out with a doctor, rule out medical stuff first, right? But yeah, you could be feeling like things shifting within you, that it's actually like you're feeling it physically. So yeah, within 28 days, the young are able to be out on their own. So um, yeah, and if a new litter arrives, the mother kicks out the old litter. Oh, I'm just picturing these bunnies like, and get out and stay out. I don't know. My imagination goes wild with stuff. Anyway, so rabbits are vegetarians, so maybe you're considering that. Rabbits are also very clever. They double back, they make quick and rapid turns. So this is about learning to shift from a period of freezing to like really being really quick, right? And also the zigzag, they go about things. Remember I said you might be going about things in a way that's non-traditional. Well, that could be rabbit energy too, right? Because they can move in the zigzags, and they also do the stop, start, stop, start. And like I said, you could feel as though you're about to like pounce on an opportunity. um, so it's like knowing when to hold back, right? Strength card, knowing how much force to use and how fierce to be, and how much of that to even show to the world, Libra. Okay, so yeah, so I think I'm done looking in the book for that. But how funny, it opened right up to it. I love this. It never gets old, these kind of how things, work out, synchronicities and things. All right, so it feels very magical. Let's get we'll get some inner child healing cards. Decks I use are down below. So, Libra. Still open for memberships, $3.99 a month. Little bonus videos. All right, which are ad free, by the way. All right, Libra. I am getting this energy right now about like staying cautious, but not letting it control you, like that fear. Okay. And so control, like, yeah, cautious, but open. Power. So this is don't fear your power. All right. This is creating consciously and with intention. So the light side of this card is self-empowerment and conscious creating. And the shadow side is feeling victimized or having control issues in some way. And this card is compassion. It's about love and forgiveness and gentleness in the light side. And then the shadow side of this, we all have shadow sides, right? It would be criticism, judgment, anger. So that could be something you're dealing with. So the advice is to release harsh judgments and see yourself and others with love. That can also be part of that strength card. And also even, with the Two of Cups, that too. And I didn't talk as much about the Lovers, but Lovers ultimately is about choice, right? So, and then you have the Two of Cups too. And I just feel like you're choosing love, unity, peace, harmony, regardless of all that's going on, because you could get sucked into fear, anxiety, and depth of all, the negative, dark, whatever. And it's like you acknowledge that stuff exists, but then you keep yourself focused on where you're headed and areas of light that exist in your life. And then we have Wild here with this little wolf. How cute. So this card had a little deer. It had a little deer there. Oh, cute. And yeah, deer has to do with compassion. Then we have wolf. So, Wild. It says the light side is free spirit, primal energy, and adventure. Perfect for Aries season. All right. And the shadow side is feeling bound, constricted, repressed in some way, like repressed passion, blocked creativity, that could be feeling, you could be feeling that. So this is about letting your wild child come out and play, being bold and brave. Now, interesting, I mentioned like blocked creativity. The bottom of the deck, you have creativity as another inner child card here. And so actually one is stuck to it. Self-reliance was stuck to it. So maybe you're using your creativity for self-reliance so that you can be financially independent or something. So we have creativity. The light side is expression, authenticity, and thinking outside the box. And the shadow side is seeking approval and blocked expression. I feel that your creativity is going to open up. I really do. If it hasn't happened yet. Express yourself freely, share your gifts with the world, and have fun. Definitely have fun. That was the third card in your reading out of all these cards. You also have self-reliance. You're doing something for yourself here too. So the light side is independence, resourcefulness, sovereignty. The shadow side is codependency and victimhood. And the advice is to trust yourself. You have what you need to be successful. Excellent. Let's get a Magic of Letting Go card. All right, we'll let go of this one. No worries. Prepare rather than worry. That's what I'm trying to say. Yes. Remember I was saying like being cautious or being conscientious of what's going on, but not letting it control you. So anchor in the present moment, prepare rather than worry. Adapting is what matters. Have faith in yourself that you will adapt as things come about. And when I see the Eight of Wands, especially with all these other cards, it does make me think that things are going to get going, and it could freak you out a little bit, especially after a long period of stagnancy in some way. And so sometimes it can be scary when we leap forward. And I think that's why you have the Fool card and you have all these bunnies and things. But you have that strength of the Emperor too. I just want to, and it's at the center of your reading. And then we show up in our own reading with that Justice card. So this is really great. And we did have that full moon in our sign just a couple weeks ago, and now we're going to have the new moon in our opposite side. So I feel like the lunar energies are really supportive of us, Libra. So use what you know about lunar energies to really guide you. And then you have release grudges. They're not carrying that baggage, right? The Fool card there, and this one, they're not, they travel lightly. So this is freeing yourself from the past and opening to healing, lightening your load in some way. This will lighten your load, whatever this is. It's going to lighten the path for you too. It's going to help you go in the right direction. It feels like you're going to take the opportunity because it's exactly what you've been waiting for. It says, please take off the blindfold. You see the truth in front of you. And you're holding on to illusions. My goodness. Loosen the grip to release the past and see the truth. You're getting the same message over. Release the path. See the truth ahead. Don't fear, don't let fear overcome you. And then we have break the bonds that bind you. You're wrapped in a codependent situation for some of you. Yeah, it could be back to that like family stuff. Even top of the deck, you have ancient wisdom. Learn from the old ways. You can find healing and enlightenment. Now you have enlightenment. Literally the word enlightenment showing up twice in different decks, different creators, towards the end of your reading and the beginning. So you can find healing and enlightenment. A new perspective will follow. New doors are opening for Libra. This is awesome. All right. Let's get some animal cards and we'll be on our way. Thanks for being here, by the way. Libra. We do have the second channel too, Schoolhouse Intuitive. That is more than tarot readings, by the way. All right, Libra. Buffalo, fulfillment, card 2, Earth Star Chakra. So you don't need to sacrifice joy and abundance in one area of your life to experience true fulfillment in another. Believe you can have it all. Oh, and Hummingbird will come in and help you with the reprogramming, card 51. And this is, it's time to clear unconscious programs that are holding you back. Connect with your cosmic self to receive a consciousness upgrade. That's what you're getting. You are at, that is the word I was looking for. Those are the words. Consciousness upgrade. That's what you're getting here, Libra. And it's going to lift you up in basically like every way. That's what it feels like. This feels huge. This feels awesome. Wow. Thanks again for being here. You know how to show support. Thank you.